Hey, I'm John from Tech Growth Marketing, and today we are going to go through your MSP marketing strategy and figure out where it's going wrong. So regardless of whether you're running this yourself, whether you have an agency doing something for you, or whatever approach you're trying to take towards marketing, it's currently not working for you, well, we're gonna go and figure out what you need to do to fix the marketing so that it starts working for you, so it starts bringing you new clients. Okay, so the issue you're probably facing is that you are trying marketing in some way, whatever way that is. You might be trying something like SEO, you might be trying ads, you might be trying content marketing, you might even be trying things like sending out direct mail, you might be trying cold calling. Whatever it is, you're trying something because you know that the fuel for your business is acquiring new clients. That's the fuel for every business, right? But you're encountering this roadblock whereby it's for some reason just not clicking. It's not working, you've been trying it for a while and you're not sure where it's going wrong. Well, the way that marketing works and acquiring new clients in general, the whole process from someone not knowing who you are to then becoming a client, it goes through a sequence, right? And you can very, very easily pinpoint what's wrong in your sequence because it has to go sequentially. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to talk through each one of those steps and we're going to figure out where your issue is. As soon as you're aware what the issue actually is, you're not fumbling around in the dark anymore and you can address it. So by the end of this video, you should know where you're going wrong in terms of your marketing. And before we get started, I just want to let you know that my company, Tech Growth Marketing, we are currently giving away free marketing strategy audits. To get that free strategy audit, all you need to do is to click on the link in the description. Basically, I'll do all this for you. Entirely for free, no obligation. Myself personally will look at your business and help you figure out what the issue is with your marketing and what you need to do to resolve it. So take advantage, click the link in the description and apply for that audit. Okay, so to figure out what's going wrong with your marketing, we basically need to figure out where the blockage is. What's going wrong and where is it going wrong? From someone becoming a prospect or just a random person, they don't have any idea who you are, to becoming a new client, they have to go through a certain set of steps. And we're going to figure out what step's going wrong for you, okay? So the first step is your visibility, okay? Does the client has an issue, they need an MSP because they just want to outsource their IT, right? Do they know you exist? Can they go onto Google, type in your name and find you? Do they know you exist through their network? Do they know you exist because they hang out on LinkedIn and they've seen you posting loads of stuff about IT? That's the first issue, right? If you are currently getting no leads at all, and you're currently getting no traffic, basically absolutely zero, then your issue is probably simply visibility, okay? How do you resolve the visibility issue? The visibility issue is resolved by increasing your visibility, obviously. The ways you do that are through activities such as SEO, although SEO is a very long-term strategy. Don't think you're gonna start work on that and get immediate results. That's gonna take 6 months to a year to get you results. You can get it with ads, which is obviously a very quick result, but you need to pay money to get that result. You can also get it with things like cold calling is a way to increase the visibility. You just pick up the phone and talk to people. You can get it through things like networking events. Personally, I really don't like that. I know a lot of people don't. Some people swear by it, but most people absolutely hate it. But essentially, the visibility issue is resolved by putting yourself out there in any of the channels that I just talked about. There's probably more direct mail would be another way that you could get yourself out there. Any of these ways, they all work, and that's how you would resolve absolutely nothing. No leads, nothing. The next step of this process of getting someone through is leads, right? So are you getting leads? People know you exist. You've got Google Analytics set up on your website. You know you're getting clicks through to the website. You're active on LinkedIn. You get engagement on there. You talk to people. People know you exist. They know your company exists. Now, are you getting regular leads? And I don't mean are you getting one lead every 6 months through the form on your website. That's not sustainable at all. I mean, are you getting consistent leads? Each month, are you getting a whole load of leads so that you can make sales calls, right? That's what we need to address now. So are you getting leads? If the answer is yes, this is not your problem, and move on to the next step. If the answer is no, then we need to address why you're not getting leads. So the reason that you're probably not getting leads comes down to a few different things. The most common things we see are firstly messaging. Someone sees your website, someone knows you exist, but the messaging you're putting across doesn't align with what they want. And a lot of MSPs get this part wrong. Like most MSPs I talk to get this part wrong. It's quite easy to fix, but people don't know they need to fix it, and that's why it's very rarely addressed. What do I mean by messaging? I simply mean, say you're a client and you go onto an MSP's website and you just see a whole list of services listed out. We just do service, service, service. That person doesn't really care about the services, they care about their problem and how you're going to resolve it. They don't really care how they get to that point. That's what you need to do for them. So it's little things like that. It's how you put yourself across, it's how you present yourself. Then it can also be things like branding. They might look at your company and think, that company looks outdated. If you've got a particularly old website, their branding really doesn't align. They look like sort of they're just having fun and we're more corporate and we want someone who's a bit more serious. So it could be branding. It could also be things like offers. So on your website, are you offering something that entices them in, or are you just listing a load of prices and saying you can get a free quote, because that puts people off? It can also be things like, just having a look at my notes here to make sure I've got everything for you. Your appearance, it can simply be your appearance on LinkedIn. Do you dress professionally? Are you professional on LinkedIn, or are you a bit too unprofessional? That can really turn someone off. And it can also be things like conversion. So you have a good website, you get loads of traffic to it, but no one fills out their details. That can simply be a conversion issue, whereby all you need to do is to test your website in different ways to try and get the rate at which people fill out leads to a higher rate. Now, all that is actually pretty easy to resolve. And as I said before, we can run you through a free audit and tell you what that is in your exact situation. It's different for everybody, it is bespoke, but you should understand high level. If you're not getting leads, those are the problems that you need to resolve. And now we're through to the end of the process, right? So you have visibility online in general. People know you exist. You can then get leads consistently, not one every 6 months through a website form, not one referral every so often that you don't really control, but consistent leads that you yourself control the flow of, okay? Next up, we need to look at, can you close those leads, right? So quite often what I see, and I was on Reddit this morning on the subreddit MSPs, and I saw someone on there basically saying that they'd hired a marketing agency and they'd got no results, but they were getting leads from the marketing agency, right? So the point at which you have a lead and you need to turn it into a client, honestly, that's usually just down to you guys, okay? And the reason is it's about sales at that point in time, okay? So when you get a lead, provided the leads are high quality, i.e. they're not people with absolutely no money who you couldn't close ever because they just don't have the money, right? Provided the leads are of at least decent quality, it then comes down to your sales process. So if you are getting leads and you can't close them, you then need to look at your sales process. And involved in this, you need to look at your sales call strategy, okay? Do you have a set structure whereby you know you get a lead, you need to send them this, you need to send them that. On the call, you run them through a script, you run them through like a process, then you pitch. Do you have all that in place? Because you need a process to refer to so that you're consistent. Next up, do you have confidence yourself to be able to sell to those people? Do you believe in your service enough? And beyond that, do they have the confidence and trust in you? There are things such as content marketing or your website which can build trust in your business or actually take away from trust. You need to make sure that you're presenting yourself in a way that the person has trust in you so that when they come to the point of wanting to use you, they really genuinely believe in you. Also, you need to look at your pricing, okay? Is your pricing too high for what you're offering? And it's just, they're just never going to go for it because they can see through the fact that you're just really overcharging them. Or is your pricing too low and they're starting to think, why is the price too low? That's too good to be true. These guys mustn't really have much experience or something like that. So you need to look at your pricing as well. Does that align with them? And finally, you need to look at your solution, okay? So is the solution you're pitching to that person, does it align with their issues and what they need resolved? Quite often, it might not. You might be pitching them something that they don't actually want or need. You need to listen to them and then understand what it is they need and then just offer exactly what it is will resolve all the problems that they have. So that's it, right? That's start to finish. That's how you troubleshoot. You look at each one of those steps: visibility, leads, closing and sales, and you figure out what am I not getting at present. And you'll find it's in sequence. If you have visibility, you'll be able to get leads. If you have leads, you've already sorted visibility, you'll be able to get closes. If you're getting closes, then you must have visibility and you must be getting leads, okay? That's how it works. You just work your way along, and I've told you at each step what the solutions are, what the common issues are that I see over and over again. And as I said at the very start of this video, genuinely take advantage of one of our free marketing audits. I don't know how long we're going to be doing them. We've been doing them for about, I think, 6 months now. They've been very popular. On every call, we get someone a strategy and we figure out their issues and resolve them. So genuinely take advantage of that. Link in the description below, just fill that out. You will get a call directly with myself and I'll figure out all of this for you. So no more stabbing in the dark. Trust me, I've been there as well myself with my own business. I know how it feels. And just having someone tell you like, this is the problem, it's actually not that difficult to resolve is really useful. I had that myself. I had to go to a business coach and get that, but I can tell you what that is for MSPs yourself. So take advantage of that. Really hope you enjoyed the video. Obviously, if you want to see more, there's loads of content. It's all about MSP and tech marketing. So subscribe, check some of that out. And I hope you have a good day. I'll speak to you soon.